Hey everybody, we're back. Woo! It is episode 6.
Season 2.
Season 2. Why does this feel like it should be episode 60? Because January was the longest month ever.
I still feel like we're going through January.
Oh shit. Hey, look at my rose. Look at that.
It's
Zoom
pretty.
in on here on the rose. Will ya? Anyway, this is really funny. I'm going to see if I can find a picture. If I can't, you won't see a picture. But I'm pretty sure I took a picture of this. I found this rose. Actually, Carrie saw it first. We went to Spotify today for 2 podcasts that Jason was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually, if I took it out of my hair, it's a really long rose with a little bendy stem. But it was a long rose and it was taped to like this little, like a wall. And it had a little note, like a little envelope. And it was taped next to it. And Carrie goes, is that like a random note, like a secret note? And I go, I don't know. Let me go see. And it was taped. So I ripped it off and I opened a little note and it said, whoever finds this or texts the word killers to this number. And I was like, oh, that's scary. And Carrie's like, I'll do it. And then she'd go, wait, no, what if it wipes out your phone? And she's like, it won't. And she did. Anyway, it was an advertisement for a gay concert of some sort, but it was the day before. So we missed it. But I thought that was really cute. It made me look at the rose.
Sure.
I don't know if you can see it in my hair, but
Is it black one? Or is it green?
I think it's black.
It's black.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Let's take her out. I don't know. You want to see it? It's really fun.
It is fun.
Look at it. It was like a black rose. Look how cute that is.
It's very pretty.
And I go, oh man, let's see. Let's give her a whirl. Let's see what it looks like in this big ass messy bun of mine. Oh, now I can't put it back in.
No.
Aha. And I go, look, it looks good. And Jason goes, it's sticking out of the back of your head. It's like a big old stick. And it's bendy. So I just bent it and shoved it in the rat's nest. Voila. And I got a lot of compliments on it today.
Sticking back up now.
What do you mean?
You pushed it up.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Ta-da.
It's fine.
Anyway, that was my little fun fact for today. I thought it was pretty cool. And I've had this shit in my hair all day. And it worked out perfect because I'm wearing black today. Anyway, we are in episode 6. And this is crazy. But I feel like February is getting nutty, politics-wise, right?
Sure.
But I feel like there's little hints of like, we're coming for you, dude. Like, we're banding together. And this is the first time I've actually felt like that since the election. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a little rays of hope. So it's pretty cool.
I think there's always room for hope.
There is. There should be. Because without hope, like, what is there to live for? It's just like, well, whatever.
No way. It's always room for it.
Right?
There's always room for it. And it's always going to happen. And people are going to band together. It always works.
I hope so. Because the word hope, get it?
Sure.
Only because we are a kick-ass fucking country, man. Like, let's get it together. As Mr. Roz would say, get it together, and we're gonna band together, and we're gonna stay together, cause they want us. That's how wars are won. They divide and conquer, right? They divide the people, and then they conquer them individually. Like, and that's what they're trying to do. And we're not gonna let those fuckers do that to us. So speaking of hope, I wanted to read some DMs that you guys have been sending us.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I have a couple and they're really cute.
Nice.
And this one is from Residential Yenta. Not sure what your real name is, but I think that's kind of cute.
I like that.
I know, it's really cute. This one says, hello, Noelle, adore the AF5. This is really hard. I'm sure that everyone who stands for what is right and good in this world is feeling so downtrodden, so hopeless, so abandoned during this painful time. This is a time in history that I hoped and prayed I would never have to live through. A time that women, POCs, trans, queer, friends, and family alike would never have to face again. And it's here and I don't know what to do. I know that I can't be hopeless because that's what they want. It feels like there is nowhere left to turn. Things were bad before, but now they feel impossible. Even though I try to find the hope and beauty in everything, everywhere I look, I grieve at what tomorrow will cost. Please, if you have any words of comfort, it would mean more than you could ever imagine. And if you're taking this time to grieve yourself and cannot share it, that is all right too. You and Tait are such a light to all of us. To all of us lost kids out here. Oh, their name is Sierra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, Sierra, first of all, thank you for your DM.
Yes. Thank you so much.
And I promise that was not planned about talking about hope or whatever. Because Tait we turned the camera on and we just start jaw jacking.
I didn't hear that.
No.
That's the first time I heard it.
Yeah. So
For
I think
sure.
that was fate, Sierra, that we just were talking about hope and whatever. And I
Yeah.
forgot that I pulled these up and I forgot that yours was first. So if Tait may, I don't know if you want to do it too, honey, to offer some words of encouragement. Listen, this ain't our first rodeo, man. If you think about the civil rights, you think about World War II, you think about all of the protests in the 70s, the right to vote, like for women and people of color. We've been through this shit before. This ain't new. And it usually happens every 10 to 15 years that we have some bullshit going on like this, right?
Yeah.
So, like we were saying before, if we stay together, and we've said this before, and that's how we term our audience, our little ants, right? Our little ant army. It's like, and for those of you who are new here, we brought up right before the election, it seems hopeless, but if one person will go, well, does my vote even matter? Who cares? I'm not going to go vote. Or they're both corrupt. I'm not voting for anyone, which is also a vote, if you didn't think about that. And so we talked about, it reminded me of Bug's Life, right? If you watch Bug's Life, at the beginning of Bug's Life, you have all those ants. And well, not even at the beginning, right? Let me go back to the beginning. You have all these ants, and they're marching in a straight line, and then a leaf falls in between, the line, and then everyone's like, "Oh no, what do we do? We don't know what to do." Right? They all freak out. That's kind of what everyone's doing right now.
Sure.
We got disrupted. We got distracted. What's going on? How are we going to do this? Right? But what happens is the ants band together and whoop the grasshoppers' the ass, right? So that's why we call you guys our little ants. We have to stick together. You know why? Because there's more of us than there are of them. And we're going to fight them in the front yard. So while it feels a hopeless, crazy town, you feel like, I'm just going to give up. Who cares? Do whatever the fuck you want. That's what they want.
Yeah, you can't do that either.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I'm sure it's the idea. Yeah, I think what you want to do is focus on what you can control, right? What can you control, right? Your local community, your vote, your voice, you know what I mean? Like, those are the things you can control. And if you focus on that, I think it's better because it keeps you busy. It keeps you moving forward. It keeps you trying to figure out a way, right? And not just by yourself, but with others.
Yeah, and it's not just to keep you busy, right?
Well, I don't mean it like that, but in a way of
you're productive.
Forward thinking instead of
you're moving forward.
Yeah, instead of negativity and oh my God, the world's, you know what I mean?
Well, think about this, and to dovetail with what you're talking about, I 100% agree with what you're talking about, honey. It's like when you see a pool of water. If that water's not moving, what happens to it? It gets moldy. It gets
whatever's
grimy. It gets that green shit, that film on the top. It becomes a cesspool for germs and shit, right? That's what happens when you don't move. And I don't mean particular physically, but I do mean just moving your mind, moving your fingers on your keyboard, right? Calling your local and state and federal, representatives, right? You have to move somehow. And if all that means to you right now is I can share information, make sure it's factual, right? Don't spread misinformation. But even if it's just using your voice via social media, that's still moving forward. Because what happens when you don't move and you don't do anything, that's when the bad thoughts creep in. And that's when you give up hope. And that's when you think everything's impossible. But,
and that's when you start thinking, oh, does my vote even matter?
Yeah.
I'm only one person.
Exactly, right? Yeah. So, Sierra, this is where the hope comes into play. If you have your hand in something, some kind of movement, whether it's, oh man, the cool TikToks that are out there right now, or even Reels, where people are going, hey, if like this morning I saw a TikTok that said, or it was a reel actually. It said this girl was in her car and she goes, hey, if you live in San Clemente, this is a town in Orange County, California. If you live in San Clemente, the weather's really cold over here. It's getting ice cold, if you catch my drift. So if you're down here, and by the way, San Clemente's by the beach, okay? And this gal's talking about ice cold. Get it? So that's her way of saying, hey, these motherfucking ICE idiots are down here trying to arrest good citizens of, the community. And while they may be here illegally, they're paying taxes. That's what I don't get, man. They pay taxes, but you want to send them off. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, I can go down a rabbit hole on that. You know how passionate I am about that. Even if it's something like that, right?
Yeah.
You're still helping, and that makes you feel good, and it makes you not feel hopeless because you're contributing in some way, shape, or form.
Of moving forward and getting better.
And, bettering your community so the country you live in isn't a fucking cesspool, right? Even if it's that little teeny tiny bit.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So don't give up hope. And everything does feel downtrodden, but that's what they're trying to do. That's the master plan, is that they try to take hope away from everybody so everyone gives up and then they go and conquer your ass.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but these fists are going up and they're staying up, and we're doing our own part on our side too, even if it's just via this podcast, which it's not. We're doing a whole bunch of other stuff. But all that to say, the minute you give up hope, you're fucked. Okay? So keep the faith in that we together can conquer this bullshit.
Right.
All right? So I hope that helps. I know it helped me. Okay. So the next one I want to read, it says, and this is from Angel Marie. They said, I've been catching up on the pod today while working, and just like any other day, you've lifted my spirits. You guys motivate me. You make me look at life through a different lens. Truly, you guys help so many of us little ants. I could write a book about how much you and your family help me and bring me joy. Let me know that it's okay to be myself. Dace and Drew, all of you. Even Brittany, as in Brittany Broski, in case you guys don't know. She's our bonus daughter. I listen to all of your guys' podcasts. I feel like I'm one of the cousins. And then they put, dude, I could write a book. Just know that I'm all of your biggest cheerleaders. Anytime you guys achieve something big or small, it makes me so happy because I know you are incredible, beautiful humans. All this to say, this post made me think of you. And then they put the little heart hands and then a little ant. It's one of our little ant armies. So to that I say, Angel Marie, you are an angel on earth. Thank you so much for the kind words.
Yes, thank you so much.
And these types of DMs, like, literally lift our spirits.
Yeah, these are the ones that I like to hear. I like to read because then it makes me feel good about what I'm doing as far as this is concerned.
I know.
The podcast. Yeah. Because I still have no idea what I'm doing.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Do you know how many DMs we get a day that's saying, oh my gosh, Tait has grown so much? Well, I fucking hope so. He's done it 52 plus 6 times. What is that, 58 times now? Like, this week has been really busy for us. I mean, we're talking, we have 2 kids that are in this social media business, and now the other one's taken off, and now we're dividing and conquering, and it's just been crazy cuckoo bananas. And then we're like, oh my God, we have to film tonight. And then we get these, and we're like, no, we get to film tonight.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We don't have to film tonight. We get to film tonight.
We get to share.
But what a blessing this thing is. So,
for sure.
Angel Marie, thank you so much.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate your DM. And this one is from, it says Mon Garcia. MON and then Garcia, and the handle's _Mon4. This one says, hey, AF5 parents, love your guys' pods so much. I've taken so much of your advice in terms of knowing my own self-worth and believing in myself. I come from a very conservative Mexican family, and it's tough, man. Anyway, I just really appreciate y'all, and I thank you so much for your work. I had a quick question, hoping y'all can help. Are there cameras you recommend for vlogging? I love the 2 Idiot Girl vlogs on Patreon, and I'm kicking off my vlogging journey myself. Would love any recs for camera, mics, just the basic setup for a beginner like me. Thanks again. That's cute. First of all, thank you for the kind words. Yeah. And thank you for your faith in us that you think we know what kind of camera you need for the vlogs. Listen, I can tell you this for sure. I don't know the exact model that Dason uses. Sure. I know there's a new one that Drew just got, that Billy bought her. I don't know the model numbers, but we can look them up. I'll put a picture here up of both of them with their model numbers and the cost of each one, because this shit's they are not cheap.
Yeah, okay? I was just going to say, or you could just use your phone.
Well, that's where I was going with that. Yeah.
You have a phone.
My recommendation is, well, These are the two that the kids have, but I can tell you right now, just use your damn iPhone. In fact, some of them are better. I don't know if they're better than these two because I've never used them, but they are just as good. So you can use your vlogging skill sets, put them to work with the iPhone that you have, right? And then when you monetize your vlogging, like if you're going to go to YouTube or whatever, and you start making money, then save up for a camera and then you can buy it, because I know the girls saved up for these cameras. Well, not the one Billy bought for Drew, but the one Dason bought for Two Idiot Girls. She saved up for that. So it doesn't need to be fancy right now.
No.
So our mantra in this household is done is better than perfect.
Sure.
Right? Which means get it done, do your vlogs. They don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have fancy equipment or anything like that. And just go for it. Just go for it. See what works, see what doesn't, see what people are resonating with, and then go from there.
Yeah.
Don't spend a whole bunch of money. You don't need to. I promise. You can get little lapel mics if you wanted to do that to have better sound, because I do think that's important. People won't, for me and my misophonia, I will not listen to a vlog that has shitty sound. I can't concentrate, if it's all, hello, it's like all, it's talking like this. It's different than talking like this. You see what I'm saying? So that's just me. But all that to say, you can get little lapel mics for $20 on Amazon.
Sure.
Right?
Use that phone you already have it, and then
connect it to your little lapel mic that's cost $20.
It's a little $20 mic.
Golden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get a little selfie stick if you want that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are cheap.
Dude, you can buy those at the Dollar Tree. The $1.25 tree, I guess it's called now, right? But all that to say is you don't need to spend a bunch of money. You don't need to do that at first.
Yeah.
Get it going, get a rhythm going, get an audience going, then get that. Monetize it, and then get that stuff. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, we got one more before we jump into it. So this one is from Rockin' Snow White.
Nice.
Awesome. And it just says MM. Okay. It says, congratulations. And they're talking about Drew's book, right? If you're new here, you just found the ACU. Our daughter wrote a book called Loud, bestseller, New York Times bestseller. But this person said, congratulations. I read her book in one day, because it was so good. Just wanted to let you all know that I applaud you both as parents for raising such amazing kids. How I would have loved to have parents half as good as you both. We can't all be that lucky, I guess. But I know I won't give up on myself. There are brighter days ahead, although it's very, very tough, not going to lie. Your girls' podcast helped me so much. And after finding the AF5 podcast, I'm just in awe of your entire family. Thank you. And please know you guys are making such a huge difference for people like me who didn't grow up with loving parents. So please continue giving us those AF5 episodes. I love my internet parents. Thank you. I almost cried right now. So, Rockin' Snow White, thank you so much.
Yes.
These are the ones that I love to read these, and sometimes we're in bed and I'm like, babe, listen to this. And then he'll cry in bed right before we go to sleep. I love doing that to you because you're so sweet when you do that. But thank you so much. And yes, growing up is hard. We all have our own hard, right? My hard growing up was different than your hard growing up.
Sure.
But it's all relative.
Yeah.
Sometimes it sucks ass, right? But and this isn't just for Rockin' Snow White. This is for anybody listening today. If you're, and when I say growing up, I don't mean just childhood. I mean your early 20s, your early 30s. Shit, you could be 60 years old and still trying to find your way. All that to say is that we're happy you're here.
Yeah.
We're happy that you're here. We're happy that we got this, message from Rockin' Snow White.
Grateful to entertain you and educate you if we can and help you if we can. Like that's why we do it. That's why we do this. It's for people like you.
Exactly. And I am going to receive that. We are kick-ass parents.
Sure.
And the reason, we've said it a million times over, the reason why our family's so tight-knit and our kids are such good people and we raised them that way is because we created a family atmosphere, a family environment that we wished we had when we were growing up. So that just means, hey, you might have been dealt a different hand, because I know I was. I used to look at some of my friends who had tight families and I'd be like, fuck, what does that feel like? Yeah. And then I'd go stay at their house and never want to go home. And their parents are like, you're going to go home anytime soon? But we're so happy that you sent this, and we're very, very grateful for your kind words. Everyone who DMs us, but it's tough.
Yeah, it's not easy. I get it.
It's not easy.
No, but
Yeah.
you know, like Noel said, we just wanted to raise some kick-ass kids. You know, we wanted to do the best we can, and of course that it was always, you know, what's best interest of the kids all the time. You know,
always.
Yeah, we never veered away from that. That was always top of mind. What's in the best interest of the kids? So that's basically what we kind of followed. You know?
Yeah. And there are dark days.
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
And listen, this is the end result.
Yeah, you're looking at freaking umpteen years of fucking up.
Yeah. Oh, won't do that again.
Yeah. Whoa, did not do that.
Dodge a bullet on that one. Shit. All right, let's reset. Let's recalibrate.
Oh.
So, and by the way, we're still going through shit. And can I share a quick story?
Sure.
We're not going to hardly ever get through what we plan on getting
It's
through
all
today,
good.
but it's fine because I have to share this story. So you guys know one of my best friends, her name is Evelyn. So every quarter or so we go to Disneyland, just the two of us. We say, fuck them kids. And we go and we get in the car and we go have fun. We shop, we eat, we talk shit. And we walk around and we have a blast.
Catch up. We do a lot of catching up. Yeah.
Catch up. Like seriously, like I haven't seen her in like 3-4 months, and literally like every quarter we're like, we get that itch and we're like, we start texting each other. Hey, what's up? Like, and we talk almost every week, like almost every day, whether it's about working out or, you know, whatever, or send funny ass TikToks or memes or whatever. That's how you know, like you're besties. You don't have to have conversations. I can just send you a TikTok and then you're going to send back all these ha-has, right?
Or another one relating.
Yeah, exactly. Or we'll try to one up each other, right? So we were talking and we were, you know, eating our birria tacos and drinking our micheladas and having a blast, right? And we're talking about our kids. And so she's talking about her kid. And then I start talking about one of my kids. And she was just looking at me like, and I'm like, what? Why are you making that face? She goes, I've known you 20 plus years. And like, you really just made me feel like a normal mom. I go, why? Because I'm talking shit on my kid. Because I'm telling you, my kid's having issues too. Yeah. Yes, yeah, absolutely. She goes, I go, what are you talking about? We drive back from work from San Diego, and like I remember I'd have Drew on the phone on speaker, and I'd be like lighting her ass up for getting like a C on a test or something, and then Evelyn would just laugh, you know, and she goes, I don't know, like you just make me feel normal because your kids are so awesome, but hearing that you have problems too makes me feel connected to you or something like that. It was funny. All that to say is like we don't share the hard shit and whatever. First of all, it's nobody's business, but that was a great reminder for me to kind of say, hey, we're not perfect. We are not. You're seeing the end result. I promise. There's, you know, the underbelly of what we do is pretty bad.
It was a lot of work.
Yeah. And it's still a lot of work. Yeah. I'm telling you.
It's not done.
It's not done. So anyway, all that to say, thank you, Rockin' Snow White, for your wonderful message. We love you. We're so glad you're here and you found us. And we're so happy that our girls are able to help you too. Okay.
Exactly.
Keep the DMs coming, you guys. We love them.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it for, you know,
Share.
Or sharing time, show and tell, okay, if you will. I love that. I think we should do that at the beginning of every episode.
I used to have, did you have that in kindergarten?
Show and tell?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd bring the most random shit.
Yeah.
Because I never had anything really good, you know?
Yeah.
I brought a dead cockroach to school.
Show and tell? Like for real?
Yeah.
That was your show and tell?
Yeah.
How come?
Because I didn't have anything else to bring. And I thought, and it was a water cockroach. It wasn't like.
Where'd you find, was it in the house?
Yeah, it was in my house. And, you know, I thought it was interesting because we were like covering science. I was in the 2nd grade and I thought, this is kind of cool. I didn't want to touch it because I don't like to touch bugs. But I had it in like a little, one of those clear cups. And I brought it and I thought, it's going to be so interesting because we're learning about bugs and everybody, you know, and I thought, dude, I'm going to crush this presentation. And guess what happened? Everybody called me a dirty bird and said I had cockroaches in my house. Does anybody feel sad for me right now? I just got an overwhelmingly sad
it was that
feeling right now.
I did not see that story going that way or the subject that I brought up.
I was
going in that direction. It was an exciting event. I remember as a kid, not depressing and sad.
Not
I don't want to share my experience.
Not the foster care kid bringing a fucking roach to show and tell. I thought it was cool. And you know what? I was being a pick-me. I thought the boys were going to like me because I had a bug. And, girls were like, ew, bugs. I'm all, not me. I like bugs. I hated bugs. And I brought it and everyone's like, ew. She has cockroaches in her house.
Ew, dirty bird. Right away.
This dirty fuck. And you know what?
Right away, judgment, huh?
If we know when they say it rains, it pours. So then I'm doing this, right? I'm doing this presentation, and there was a kid that was like you sit in a circle on the carpet. Well, this kid was like laying down, and I had a dress on, and I was talking, right? And then he goes, "Ew, you have a hole in your underwear." I did have a hole in my underwear.
What the frick?
And first of all, I kicked him in the face, and then I got in trouble for that. It was just a bad day. It was a really bad day. I was known as the dirty bird with the holy underwear. And then I kicked a kid in his face, and I got in trouble. Because I went like this. What are you doing down there? Like, first of all, why did I get in trouble when he's underneath my dress looking at my thing? But I did. I had right on my butt cheek. I had a hole in my underwear.
Those
Such
are, I
is
bet,
life.
probably the favorite underwear, too, I bet.
They were one of two underwear
I had a couple. I had a couple of holy ones as a kid. They're pretty. I like.
It's not because they were a favorite, honey. I only had 2 pair of underwear,
Stop.
which turned into 4 because I would turn them inside out. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how many underwear I had, but I know I didn't have one for every day of the week. I had like maybe 4 or 5, so I had to like wash them in the sink and
I had a couple of holy
God,
ones.
this is really depressing. Okay, you know what? We're not talking about my fucked up childhood. Okay, what we're gonna talk about, and we only have a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
I know, Jesus Christ. See, I'm being vulnerable, you guys. But let's talk about, okay, this is what we're going to talk about today. I had a brain blast on the way home from the studio today, and I was like, oh my God, let's do a would you rather.
Sure.
Because I don't know why it came up, but I was thinking of Donovan, and he used to say, would you rather have rockets for arms or rockets for legs? And that was like our inside joke for years.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that came up today, and I go, oh, let's do a would you rather.
Sure.
So we each came up with would you rathers, and we're going to talk about them. But then I want you guys to weigh in and send us more questions, and maybe we'll do a part 2, or maybe we'll put them on reels. I don't know.
Yeah, and we haven't told each other what they are, so we're gonna hear.
Mine are really good, you guys.
We're gonna hear them for the first time.
And if you're a day oneer, you're gonna know what some of these are.
Jeez.
Okay, you want to go first?
No, you go first.
No, you go first.
I thought you were up.
No, you're up. Hurry up. You're burning daylight.
Jeez. Okay, my first one is: would you rather, right? Be interrupted mid-sentence? Right? Would you rather that happen? Or would you rather me run the blender while you're on the phone?
Wait, repeat that last part because I was laughing too hard.
The first one is
Okay.
be interrupted mid-sentence. Right? Interrupted mid-sentence. Or me run the blender while you're on the phone.
You motherfucker.
Which one? You have to pick one.
I know.
You have to pick one.
Dude, here's why that's funny. One of my biggest pet peeves that makes me irrationally angry is when I'm talking and then someone just interrupts me. Like if I'm talking to Tait and I'm like, oh yeah, and then this, and then he'll go, hey, did you switch the dryer? The clothes in the dryer? I'm like, I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because the way I grew up, it was like don't speak until you're spoken to or whatever. But anyone interrupting me mid-sentence,
Doesn't like that.
oh man, that's kind of fucked up. You brought these two to my table. Okay.
Hey, because they're it's not 1 and 2. It's like they're both number 1 on the most annoying.
That is so fucking true.
thing. You know what I mean? So it's like. You have to understand, these are all 10s. These are all like these annoying. You can't rank them because they're just equally across the board annoying.
Yeah, they're bangers.
Yes,
Okay.
that's why to pick one of the two.
Well, yeah, because you know what makes me tick.
Yeah.
And then he's talking about the blender because he makes protein shakes like every day.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but he thinks he can turn the blender on when I'm on the phone next to him.
It's the routine I have when we come back from the gym. I make shakes. Let's make the phone call in the room, buddy.
Hey, how about I'm on the phone call and then you come in the kitchen and then you start to make the shake? You motherfucker. What the hell? Okay, let me think. So in level of anger, I think I would rather you interrupt me mid-sentence because there's something about that blender that I want to, it's like one of those ninja ones. Is it a ninja? A ninja?
I think so.
Yeah. And yeah, I just want to click it off there and just hit him on top of the head. Just thunk right on top of his head with that fucking blender. That I'm like mad right now, like you just did it. Okay, here's mine. Ready? Would you rather sing a solo at a Two Idiot Girls show with over 1,000 attendees,
Jesus.
or and that's like what do you call it? A cappella. No music, no nothing. You have to sing a solo. Or would you rather do a solo VIP meet and greet with no Benjamin at a Two Idiot Girls show? So you cannot garden in either one of those situations. You have to raw dog it, dude. And you either have to sing a solo a cappella in front of a whole Two Idiot Girls audience, or you have to do it solo, raw dog it at a meet and greet by yourself with like over 100 people waiting in line. Are you getting anxiety just thinking about it?
Oh,
Well,
I'm not going to make it.
no Benjamin in either one.
Oh, I think the lesser two evils would be the VIP.
Yeah?
It's one at a time. So.
Yeah?
But I'd still see the line. And it's not like I don't know they're not coming, but at least there'd be a gap between each one where...
No, man, we're going to run it like we did at on tour.
Well, they got to have a turn, so you can't interrupt turns. As long as we...
We're keeping it moving, man. We're keeping next.
Oh, man.
So you'd rather do a meet and greet?
I think that's the lesser of the two evils. Well, I thought about it, seeing. You can't really see anybody because the lights are in your face.
No, all the lights are on. You can see everybody. And it's dead quiet.
Then definitely it's the VIP.
Look at him shaking his leg. Look at him shaking his leg. He can't sit still.
That's too much, bro.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you're next.
That's too much, bro.
Why are you acting like you're doing it right now?
I feel like I have to smoke right now.
Dude, when we
When
were on tour, all he was doing is just, I said, here's my phone. Take pictures, take video, And I'm telling you, we did 21 shows, 22 shows. He maybe took 3 pictures in one video.
What?
Because he was so nervous for the girls, and he's not even doing the meet and greet. That's why I put that on there. You were nervous as if you were doing it solo.
I felt like it was me.
And then if one of you guys saw him and they were like, "Hi, Tait," he'd be like, and then remember when the girls go, "Hey, my dad's right here in the wings, man. We should bring him up on stage."
Jeez, I was getting ready to jump out the window.
I wish I had a photo of you standing on the side going, and he was going, and the girls were dying on stage. That was like our second show, huh? That was in Boston.
I don't remember.
Oh, too
I
funny.
don't remember, but Drew saw me and that was over.
She was like, oh no. And then that became the running bit. Yeah. Hey, who wants to see my dad, guys? Okay, go. It's your turn.
Okay. Number 2, this has with driving a car. So would you rather someone cut you off?
Okay.
Right? Which I know that makes you irrationally angry, right? When they cut you off.
Who doesn't get irrationally
right?
angry?
And then, or brake check you. Which one? Because I don't know. Those are pretty equal.
Damn. I don't know. I think I'd rather have someone cut me off because it's just like a one and done.
Sure. But you're fucking behind his ass for a while. Just like the brake check. You'd be brake checking. You know what I mean?
Well, is that the person who cut me off? Are they driving slow?
Yeah, well, I mean, they're going to cut you off, so obviously they're going to be in front of you.
Sure.
And they're going to make you slow down because they cut you off. So you're going to be behind them for a minute.
Okay.
So it's either them or the brake check, which you'll be behind for a minute too because they're going to be brake checking. Right?
So in my understanding, brake checking is on purpose.
For sure.
Oh, okay. No, for sure, I'd rather have someone cut me off. Because that's a one and done. Like what makes me irrationally angry is that they cut me off, and I'm like, okay, and then they drive slow.
Yeah.
What was the purpose of cutting me off? Like, what? You're clearly not in a hurry, so get behind me. What the fuck? But if someone cuts me off and then brake checks me too, that's on purpose.
Yeah.
Now we're fighting in the front yard. That's different. I would much rather have someone just cut me off and drive slow like an idiot. I don't know if I've shared this on the pod, but when I used to have really bad, I used to get so mad, like stupid stuff, because I'm like late for a meeting, and then I was driving all the time.
Sure.
But when people drive terrible, right? They cut me off or whatever, or they almost hit you and you have to honk your horn or whatever. That's what keeps me from getting upset about that. I always think, oh, maybe it's a new driver. And I always think of Dason.
Sure.
Dason was she's such a nervous Nelly when she drives, and like she drives not anymore, but like really slow.
She's
or I think
real
careful and nervous all the time. And then I think Donovan the same way. So now I think, oh man, if that was Donovan, maybe that's Donovan driving. So, and then I immediately stop being mad. So you're welcome. Try it. Think of someone you love the most and is like really timid and shy and nervous, and think of them driving that car erratically. Then you won't be mad anymore.
When did you input this new strategy?
What is Are you reading me down right now? I'm gonna punch you in the throat right now. I'm gonna karate chop your Adam's apple right now. The fuck? Shut up. I did.
I'm gonna mention something here.
No.
Real quick. Wait.
Hey,
Wait.
I am fighting on the hill. I know what you're gonna say.
What am I gonna say?
You're talking about the car wash?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm not gonna talk about the car wash because that's me. That was me. I got embarrassed at the car wash, not you.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say when I drive, Noelle always gets pissed off at me the way I drive sometimes, right? She'll say stuff to me, right, all the time. Like,
I know where you're going with this.
You can get over, or why do you ride this ass, right? Or
wait, what? Ride his ass?
Yeah, why are you riding this car's ass?
Oh, because he tailgates.
No, and then I'll just mention this. Noelle's the one that taught me how to drive.
I didn't teach you terrible driving.
So how I drive is how Noelle drives. I drive the same.
Listen,
I
Linda.
drive the same. She's the one that taught me how to, like, literally taught me how to drive to go get my license. Yes or no?
Yes, but did I tell you ride his ass? Ride his ass. Ride his ass. I did not teach you how to drive that way. I taught you how to drive a stick shift. What does that have to do with riding someone's ass? And you know what he does too? Here's the thing. He needs glasses. He won't go and get glasses.
I don't need them yet.
No.
I know I'll need them eventually. I don't need them yet.
Dude, if I give you something to read right now, this is what he does.
No.
Yes, you do, you liar.
Look at. See?
Look at his face.
It's not squinting.
Okay, we're gonna check Tait.
I'm not squinting. Look.
What do you? He's going like this.
No.
Oh my god. Do you guys see this? Oh my. Okay.
I don't need glasses for driving yet.
Yes, he's in such denial. You guys, he's needed them for at least 5 years. I promise. Okay. Anyway, even worse. You're gonna be 53 in a couple weeks, and you need glasses.
Not yet.
Anyway,
soon.
You don't want glasses, but you need glasses. That's the difference. Okay.
No.
Come on, let me get to my topic number 2.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather order at a drive-thru for 5 people with multiple order changes?
I've done it.
No, you haven't. I always take over.
No, I've done it.
Or would you rather go through a drive-thru with Alex, the girl's manager, agent, aka Tamlin girl, you real ones know what I'm talking about, and have your card get denied with Alex in the car? Which one would you rather do?
No way, man.
And the reason why I put Alex in the car is because you're both non-confrontational. They're both going to be staring at each other like, and I know Alex goes, "It's okay, I'll pay for it." And then that'll make him even more embarrassed.
No way, man. It's going to be 5 people, multiple orders, bro.
You don't want to get denied at the drive-thru?
I'm sucking it up.
You don't want to get denied?
No way, dude. That's the worst ever. That is the worst ever. You know how many times that happened to me? Not very many. Because it only has happened once.
Do you guys know anybody who's gotten denied at a drive-thru and will never go back to that restaurant again? I do. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, man. That's why I was like, who can I put in the car in this scenario? It's Tait. I would put Alex because they would both be horrifically embarrassed.
I wouldn't do it.
And she would if she said, "I'll pay for it. It's fine."
No way.
Would you just speed out?
I wouldn't even choose that option.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Nah, no way. I'm not kidding.
All right, it's your turn.
Oh my gosh.
He's
That's
all
giving me
nervous.
so much anxiety thinking about it. Holy cow.
Where are introverts at? Weigh in if you're an introvert.
I could freaking say word for word everything that happened at that. What was it?
Is it Panda?
It was Panda. Word for word. What that lady said to me, what I told her. Everything, dude.
And he drives away, and the girls are like,
Yeah,
wait, aren't
exactly.
you going to go get money? And he goes, no, and we're going to go home and make something to eat, and we're never eating it.
Yeah, we can never go back there again.
I don't know why that story still brings me so much joy.
That place is dead to us. Stupid ass. Oh my gosh.
Not me. Like one time we went.
freaking
Remember when
joke.
we went for? I think we were buying stuff for Super Bowl, like to like gussy up the house because the 49ers were in the Super Bowl. I think that was like 2013,
Was
2014.
Dason with us? It was me, you, and Dason.
No, I think it was just me and you. And I was buying like plants and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
whatever.
we were decorating the house.
Yeah, but I listen. This only happened. Actually, it happened 3 times in like the 10 years I was at this one company, right? And it was like a smaller company, and only 3 times the whole time I was there. But the payroll didn't go through,
Sure.
so I didn't know that. So I'm going. We're gonna buy. I'm like, dude, we just got paid. We're gonna buy some stuff for the Super Bowl. It's gonna be awesome, right? And I go, I go to swipe my card, and they're like, denied. And I was all, oh, yeah. Go ahead and you take the card, and you're like rubbing it on your shirt. And you're like, no, I just got paid yesterday. This is a Saturday at Target, doing it. Oh, it's still saying denied, and he's like panicking.
There's a line behind us. And she's going, what else do I have in here?
Because I didn't bring my, you have your little card holder, or you have your wallet. I didn't have my wallet. I just had my little card holder.
You know, what else is in here?
I'm like, what other card is in here? And I'm thinking, this is before Apple Pay, this is before any of that shit.
What else is in there?
And I'm all, go ahead and try this one. It was a gift card.
Yeah, go ahead and try it.
There, and then she goes, oh, that went through. And then he's like, oh, thank God. And she goes,
The difference is. And then what did she go do? Let me see what else I have in this. I'm fucking sweating. I can't even look at the I can't even look at the cashier face to face. I can't make eye
he
contact.
wants to run away.
I just like look
bad.
down, and I'm all sweaty. My hands are getting sweaty.
But I was like, first I was like, and then I'm like contemplating, why isn't my car going through? And he's like, will you hurry the fuck up? And I'm like, go ahead and try that one. I don't know. It was like an old credit card I hadn't used. And if you don't use your credit card for a long time, they won't let it go through because
Yeah.
I think it's like, oh, you haven't used it in a year. It's wrong.
Yeah, run.
They didn't work. And I was like, damn, that didn't work either. Huh. Well, can I just push my basket over here and I'm gonna go home and get my other wallet? And he's like, I'm never going back to Target again. I don't give a fuck. And then he's like, there's all these people waiting behind me. I go, and we waited in line too. Now it's my turn. I don't care. He's like, I'm gonna kill you right now. Oh man.
Ugh,
Okay.
disgrace.
Your turn.
Okay, it's the third one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my snoring
Oh Jesus
Right?
Christ. Kill me now.
or listening to Donnie eat literally anything. Which one?
I almost spit water out across the room right now. Holy shit, that is a Sophie's choice. Listening
Which
to you
one?
snore
Yeah.
or listening to you have Donnie eat anything.
Anything.
Oh my God, I want to murder both of you.
Same tone, level, volume, just like pouring in. Just
You're-
like pouring
wait,
in.
Wait, your level of snoring is matching his level of eating.
Yeah, it's just like it's the same exact volume.
Listen, this is how I describe Donovan eating. He's chewing with his mouth closed, but for a long time I'd be like, "Hey, chew with your mouth closed," and he's like, "I am."
Yeah.
Right, and then I finally watch him, and he is chewing with his mouth closed, but for whatever reason, you can hear everything in his mouth, and it sounds like he's eating a wet sponge. I don't even want to mimic it because it will give me the heebie-jeebies.
I know. Because then he smacks his lips. And,
No, he doesn't.
yeah, he does.
Anyway, that's not the part that bothers me. The part that bothers me is it literally sounds like he's chewing on a giant wet sponge. And then you snoring is literally like a ghoul in the house.
Sure. Which one? Which one is it, bud?
Fuck me, dude. I have to pick one?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm going to have to say Donovan. Even though it's the worst,
Yeah.
I need sleep. I cannot sleep when you're like that and you don't have your CPAP machine.
Well, both of them. You're gonna be listening to both of them.
Huh?
You're gonna listen to Donnie as you're trying to sleep.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Yeah. They're both annoying.
Oh, it's still Donnie because his is like, it's not like yours, dude. If yours was a like a steady hum snore, then I would choose you. But you're not. It's like you have like you're an opera singer. You're like up and down the what do they call it? The runs. You're running like with your snoring. And
I'm having conversations with people. Babe. We're talking about making moves.
put your damn mask on. Jeez. Anyway, that would be my choice. All right, let me get one more in on mine. Let's see. Okay, this is the last one. Okay.
Sure.
Would you rather unknowingly have a big ass booger hanging out of your nose, like a wet green booger hanging out of your nose, while you're talking to Dason and Drew's friends like Brittany, Caleb, and Teffy for 30 minutes straight, and no one's saying anything? Everyone's just looking at your nose, right? Or would you rather wear a thong bikini, barbecuing, and serving those same friends?
Oh, shit.
You have nothing on but a thong bikini. And you're not lined up. You got like your ball fro hanging out.
From my chest to my ball fro. Oh, Jesus.
I added that ball fro in there for effect. Because I thought that was
I gotta pick the burger. I'm picking the burger, bud. I gotta do the burger. I gotta do that.
And when you
30
talk,
minutes of booger.
when you talk, the booger just moves like that. It's like talking with you.
I gotta do the booger.
Yeah. What's your rationale for that?
Well, I'm assuming my kid will say something to me.
No, nobody's saying anything to you.
Oh, we've been talking for a half hour straight
Yeah.
and no one said anything. Well, I guess I have to deal with that.
Well, it is what it is, friends.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to smoke a lot of weed after that experience.
And then that is going to live rent free in your head.
It will.
Forever.
But it won't be as bad as it is the lather, which is the fucking G-string with my ball fro. That's not a pretty sight. You're not going to want to see that. No one wants to see that.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Stupid.
My stomach hurts. See, this is how we know each other so well. We know that we know how each other ticks and what is going to make the other one crazy.
I had another really good one. Can I share it real quick or no?
Yeah. Okay. Do okay.
It's with Darla.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so
It better not be death.
no, it's Darla barking in your ear when the ring app goes off, right? Because she likes to do that a lot. Or Darla's annoying whistling nose.
Oh. Do you guys have dogs that like when they really want something, they go like I can't even mimic it. She like whistles through her nose like because she's right about to go. So she goes, but she doesn't make that noise. It's like she just whistles out of her nose. It's so annoying. I'm like getting ready in the morning, like this morning.
Yeah.
I was getting ready, and that's the noise she makes when she wants her yellow tennis ball. She's like crackhead for that fucking tennis ball. And she'll do that, and I'll be like, do my makeup, and I'm like, knock it off.
She's whistling.
Enough. But she's my little angel princess. I love her so much.
And what does she do when the ring app goes
When the
off?
ring, she goes, literally, Tate said it's like she pops a willy. Yeah. She'll be laying down on all fours, and then the ring will go off, and then she'll hear it, and she'll go, and she'll hike up on just her hind legs, like fucking popping a willy. But it's when she's laying on the couch behind your head, and she does it right here in your ear. And I'm like, I've never wanted to kill an animal, but in that split second, I thought about it. Thought about it really quick. So I'd rather listen to her whistling noise.
The whistling noise.
Because her bark is so high pitched and loud. Like she just did it to you the other day, and you're like, why would you do that? Who has dogs that like anytime the doorbell rings or somebody knocks, they just go bananas? And by the way, Darla taught the other two dogs.
Now they all do it.
Now they all do it. Yeah. Even if she sits up like that, Beans will feel it and he'll go. He doesn't even know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
She doesn't even bark yet. She just like sits up and he goes. And I'm like, God damn it! It's the worst.
So we're trying to watch TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's the worst. So like when we come in the studio, we have to turn the Alexa off
Yeah.
because if that ring bell or what is it? Doorbell?
It's the
Ring
ring
doorbell.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear all three of them barking at the same time. And you're like, "Ah." You're all going to the homeless
And
shelter.
Darla is
She's
the
a-
ringleader.
She's the perpetrator. But you know what? Every family needs a white crusty dog. And I can thank Drew for that. Thanks a lot, Drew. Anyway, no, she's my little baby angel princess, and I love her so much. That's why I said, this better not be about death, about my dog.
Oh.
Anyway, that's it, folks.
That's it.
That's it. We're trying to keep it light, man, until like America calms the fuck down. So
Yeah. These are a lot more funner.
they are more funner, if that's a word. And we hope you guys are enjoying these because we enjoy making them and they're fun. But if you have any suggestions, please send them to us. If you would
Absolutely.
rather us, hey, do this, do that, or whatever. Or I have an idea. Some of you guys have sent some really good recommendations
Sure.
in, and we're working on them and stand by. So some of them are really good this week, by the way, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna send out a prompt. I said that last week, and then we just got too busy. But I love hearing from you guys, and I love when you guys send both of us your recommendations.
Right.
So that being said, we are gonna wrap it here. But before we do, just remember we're gonna be in Canada next week. So this is the ad mat for the girls. They're gonna be on tour in Canada. I think we have a couple more VIP spots left. And then there's like a handful of seats left. It's almost sold out. I talked to Phil this morning. So, and we're gonna add a little merch to this little tour. It's not a tour. It's a performance. But we're gonna add. I think we have hats. I think we have totes.
Okay.
And I think we have.
So it's got to be a shirt or a sweater or something.
There are, but we don't know if we're gonna take them all the way to Canada. I think we're taking stuff that we can like throw on the plane, you know, like quick and dirty, because it's only one show. So I don't think we're going to go too cuckoo bananas. However, and weigh in if you haven't weighed in yet, but there's been a lot of requests for merch for us, like our Fighting in the Front Yard
Oh, for sure.
and a bunch of other little things that we have.
Yeah.
I really, really want to make like a crew neck that says the little ant army. I want someone to design that for me. So if you are a graphic designer, send us your submission. But yeah, that's it for today.
That's it.
That's episode 6, you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there with us and for sending us such lovely messages. We love you guys so much. We've also got a lot of DMs saying, I listen to you at work, man. It keeps my sanity. So for those of you listening at work, we love you guys and keep it going.
Keep up the good work.
Exactly. And don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. America is the greatest country in the world. And it's because of everyone that is an immigrant. Everyone in this country is an immigrant except for Native Americans. So what the fuck are we even talking about, right? So this country was built on the backs of POC, and we are here for you guys. We are one of you guys, and don't lose faith or hope. And we are going to protect our trans and LGBTQ community at all costs. So if you don't like that, then we're fighting in the front yard, right?
Right.
We love you guys. Okay, we'll see you guys next week for episode 7. Lucky number 7. See you guys later. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, it's been on. I'm just waiting. Let me turn this too. Okay. Did you turn the timer off? The timer sound?
Jesus.
Okay, ready? Are you too high?
No.
Oh, you look high. Okie doke. Ready? High energy, high vibes. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Jesus Christ. Okay. And remember, don't talk over me when I'm doing that.
I won't.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1.